Good afternoon. So, tapusin na natin yung lecture for midterm switch. Ito na tayo sa lecture for part 2, which is yung fourth na topic natin is the electric circuit. So, kalimutan ko na kung anong semester ba tinitake to, but ito is yung differential approach to solving ng Kirchhoff law, which is nasa elementary electrical engineering niya. So, this might help. So for electric circuit, ang isang topic lang naman yung application for the differential equations, which is the RL or the left-right series. Right-left yan. So based siya sa Kirchhoff's law. So anong meron dito? For the voltage law kasi, the direct sum of the electrical potential difference, which yung difference between two nodes, which is one negative tas one positive, yung difference na yan, yan yung binabasa natin as the voltage. So, ang tendency kasi ng batteries is yung electrons will jump from the negative charge papunta dun sa positive charge kasi gusto niyang mag-balance out. So, meron kang tinatawag na electropotential. So, ang nangyayari doon, dahil gusto niyang bumalik dun sa positive, ang ginagawa natin doon, maglalagay ka ng light bulb or anything na pwedeng mag-convert ng movement ng electrons para meron kang effective na work. So, ganun yung nangyayari. Now, the sum of the EMFs or the electromagnetic frequencies in any closed loop, which is equivalent to the sum of the potential of those loops. So, yung mga mga constants muna tayo, or variables rather. So, for I, we have is the current measured in amperes. So, ito yung tinatawag na amps. Next is V, which is yung voltage natin. Voltage naman is measured in volts. Now, for L, ito yung inductance, which inductance is measured in henries. For R equals resistance, measured in ohms. Yung T natin is the time, which is measured in seconds. Tapos, plus is voltage generator. The negative sign equals, excuse me, the voltage drop. So, now, ang sabi kasi doon, yung sum down ng lahat ng potential is equal to zero. So, yun yung state na gusto niyang balikan. So, we have B plus negative VR plus negative VL is equal to zero. Where dito mapapansin natin na V minus VR minus VL equals zero. Therefore, V equals VR plus VL. Ngayon itong R is for resistance and it can be written as V equals the the current I times the resistance R plus yung L natin which is written as the inductance. So induction is yung capacity to store split second energy. Ito na yung meron tayong differential term. So yung L tapos i-multiply natin by its inductance over time. Kasi ang ginagawa ng inductor is para siyang short short time na energy generator. So nakakonect siya sa both positive and negative para maghawak siya ng electropotential. Then pwede mo siyang i-release for sudden jolt ng electricity. So hawak siya by a function of time. Mabilis lang 'yan. So now, if i-rearrange natin tong equation na to, it can be written as I is equal to V over R times 1 minus E negative R over L times dt. So, tandaan lang to. So, ngayon, ano yung mga kailangan nating i-consider for this one? Medyo marami. So, i-diretso natin dito. Actually, pwedeng i-copy na lang to, tapos pakita ko na lang sa inyo. Mga minimemorize to ng mga constants. So, for this one, first, So, first is the Kirchhoff voltage law, which is yun yung kanina, the V total minus VR plus VL is equal to the zero. Now, saan nanggaling yung VR kanina? Andito siya sa voltage drop across resistor, which is multiplied lang by the resistance of the resistor and the inductance of the current of the circuit or the closed loop. Now, for voltage drop across the inductor, kailangan mo si inductance and yung function niya in terms of time. So, kasi split second lang siya magbibigay eh. Now, for the final expression around the IR circuit, so ilalagay natin tong si VT equals, papalitan natin. Ito yung pinakita ko kanina, IR plus L di dt. Now, for the steady state current, which is yung I, is equal to V over R daw. So, ang current mo is equal to voltage divide by the resistance. And for time constant, ang kailangan mo ay L or the inductance over the resistance. Next, marami pa yan. Medyo mahaba to, but ito ay natatakal naman sa inyong elementary electrical engineering. For the induced EMF, so what we have here is yung VL mo is equal to V times E raised to RT over L. Kaya nga yung instantaneous current, yung formula na pinakita kanina, ito, is equal dito. So, pinagsama-sama mo lang yung itong mga terms na to. Which, kaya nyo na to, it's just simple algebra. Now, for power, which is an instantaneous rate at which the voltage source delivers power to the circuit. So, measured to in watts. So, for power, kailangan mo yung volts, which is yun yung difference in electropotential. So, gumagalaw yung volts. Para mapagalaw siya, saan pupunta yon? Multiply mo siya by the current or kung saan siya dumadaloy. Now, for the instantaneous rate at which power is dissipated by the resistor naman in form of heat. So, yung resistance na yun is manggagaling directly from the current. So, almost lahat ng bagay is may resistance pero may pwede tayong gawin doon para mabawasan such as cold temperatures. So next naman is a rate at which energy is stored in the inductor in the form of magnetic potential energy. Yun yung kanina, which is Li times di over dt. Ngayon, L over di dt lang kanina kasi inductance. Pero ngayon kasi ang hinahanap is power. So kailangan mo siyang i-multiply by, again, R. So ano mangyayari? So dito, i-multiply mo lang yung I. So from the term L di over dt, pag minultiply mo si I, o di Li di over dt. And last is total power on the RL series is pag-a-add mo lang to. So bilugan ko, kailangan mong i-add si I squared R. Ay, sorry. So kailangan mong i-add si I squared R at saka si Li di over dt. So makukuha mo na yung total power ng isang RL series circuit. So now, dun tayo sa example na. So, diretso na tayo dun sa formula kasi um, pinakita naman na natin pinakita natin kung saan siya nakuha. So, diretso tayo dun sa kung ano ba yung pwedeng i-solve. Madali lang to actually. Kaso, bago lang talaga siya. So, yun yung kinoconsider natin. So, given that an circuit has an EMF of 3 volts. So, and the resistance of 30 ohms. Ito ay resistance, yung symbol na yan. An inductance of 1 Henry and no initial current. So, gamitin natin yung general formula for I. Sorry. So, I is equal to V over R times 1 minus E raised to negative R over L times T. So, ipasok natin yung mga values. For walang initial current, so I is equal to V, which is 3 volts, over 30 ohms ang resistance, multiplied by 1 minus E raised to negative R. Ano ang R natin? Resistance again, 30, over L, 1 Henry, times T. So, what we get here is, ito na yung I natin. Pwedeng i-hold mo muna dyan, pero pwede mo din i-simplify, such as I is equal to This is 1 over 10 times 1 minus e raised to negative 30 t. Now, gagamitin natin okay na to. Actually, okay na to. This is the answer for I. Yan yung shortcut term. Now, how about DE? Paano natin i-apply using differential equation? So, para makuha si I, we use the formula ng totality which is V is equal to Ri plus L di over dt. So, substitute natin yung value. This is 3 volts is equal to resistance of 30. Si I is unknown. Plus L natin ay 1. Di over dt. I-rearrange natin sa acceptable na formula natin for differential equations. So, pag sinulat mo yan, nakasulat dito ay di over dt. I-rearrange lang natin. Plus 30i is equal to 3. So, ano ba to? So, first order, first degree linear equation lang. So, ang kailangan na lang natin dito is find mu, which is equal to e raised to the integral of e dt. P of x is equal to, saan yun? 30. And q of x is equal to, eto, 3. So, mu is equal to e raised to 30 dt. Mu is equal to e raised to 30t. So, ipasok natin siya doon sa formula. Again, nagsasolve lang tayo ng first order, first degree differential equation. So, multiply lang natin si mu. So, what we get here is mu di dt plus mu 30i equals mu 3. Alam natin na itong differential term na to ay magiging mu times y lang or I. Kung ito ay, ito yung kukunin mo lang. So, mu I is equal to mu, 3 mu. So, palitan na natin. So, e raised to 30t or negative rather. Ano? Hindi siya negative. So, e raised to 30t I is equal to 3e 30t. Kunin natin si differential. So, IE raised to 30t is equal to 3 integ ng e raised to 30t. So, as katulad nung before, um, di ba alam natin na a e raised to a. So, as for integral to, sorry. So, alam ko na ito, para makuha para makuha siya as e raised to 30t, kailangan ko siya in integral form of 30 e raised to 30t. So, equal to. So, paano mangyayari na ito is mga shortcut term na lang. So, paano mangyayari yun? So, ang gagawin ko, kailangan ko si 30. Then, para maging 1, imumultiply ko siya by 1 over 30. So, parang walang nangyari. But for this, ang gusto kong mangyari is 3. Si 30 yung gusto kong maiwan. So, ilabas ko na to. So, 30 e 30t. So, ano mangyayari dito? May dt yan. May dt ito. May dt din yun. So, i.e. 30t is equal to 3 over 30. Tapos, ito ay e. Tama? E raised to 30t plus c. So, ngayon, i-rearrange natin to. Or, wag mo na. Wala pang c. First, obtain c. Si c ay nakukuha natin, di ba? Kada isinaset natin at t equals 0. So, I equals 0 din. So, 0 times e raised to 30t equals 3 over 30 e raised to 30t or 0 plus c. So, ito will be just 1. Ito ay 0. So, we have here 0 equals 3 over 30. Actually, ito ay 1. Sorry. Ito ay 1. So, ito ay 0. So, this should be 1. But, Pag minultiply ito, dinistribute natin, we are left with 0 equals 3/30 plus c, resulting to a negative value of 3/30. So, pag susulat natin yan, using the equation again, so we have I, e, raised to 30t is equal 3/30 e raised to 30t plus c. So, I e 30t equals 3/30 e raised to 30t minus 3/30. So, anong pwedeng gawin natin dyan? Sulat mo, I e raised to 30t is equal to, pwede nating ihiwalay si 3/30. So, 3/30 times e raised to 30t minus 1. Ano pa yung pwede natin gawin from this point? Sorry, may nakalimutan ko yung kabilang term. So, ang gusto natin nga pala ay i-isolate si I. So, i-divide muna natin lahat by e raised to 30t, e raised to 30t, e raised to 30t. So, we have I is equal to 3/30 minus 3/30 e raised to 30t. So, from there, i-arrange pa natin. Ilabas ko na sa 3/30, 1 minus 3, 1 minus 1 over e raised to 30t. Then, I equals 3/30 times 1 minus e raised to negative 30t. So, ito na yung final answer. Now, pag chinek natin, ito, at dito, ayan, simplify pa na natin kung magiging magkatulad ba yan. So, instead of writing 1 over, di ba yun, 3/30, pag sinimplify mo yan, it's simply 1/10. So, you can use either the shortcut formula or the DE equation, the differential equation. So, yan lang yan. Ganun kasimple. Kayo na bahala mag-solve nung sa pangalawa. Then, ito lang yung recording for fourth topic, which is lecture 4, part 2. So, upload ko na. Thank you.